Hey guys, so welcome back to my program. And now there's an important thing I want to say to you guys that I've found out in my life at 33 years of age, that delayed gratification means moving into Jesus Christ. Delayed gratification means that it's a godly thing, okay? Delayed gratification is a godly thing, okay? And now something that's instant gratification is ungodly things, okay? So things that are pleasure driven, for example, pleasure activities, for example, such as instant gratification, is things that is pulling you away from Jesus Christ. You understand? So all I'm saying is that people who want success in life have to delay gratification, because that's what's going to get you closer to God, okay? Those people who delay gratification every day are going to be closer to God, and they're going to improve their attitude, and they're going to be more successful in life, because they delay gratification, because they delay pleasure, okay? And now people who, for example, do instant gratifications, okay, what's going to happen to them is they're pulling themselves away from God, they're becoming less successful in life, and they're people who are basically less like God in life, because they're doing instant gratification. And now, in order to become more successful like God, to be like God and to move into Jesus Christ, is to make sure that you're delaying gratification, that you're delaying pleasure in your life. And this is important to do because this is going to help you to raise your success. This is going to help you to get better in life. It's going to help you get to a better stage in your life. So you have to be serious about your business. You have to be serious about who you are. So delaying pleasure in life is the best way forward to get to the stage that you need to be at. In a sense, so every single day, focus on your life, focus on delayed gratification, because that's what gets you in the gym, that's what gets you to work, that's what gets you sleeping early, waking up early, that's what gets you basically doing sexual transmutation. Basically, it's helping you also to transmute temptation it gets you to transmute temptation into communication. So you're transmuting temptation into communication. And you do this with self-talk, you do this with writing, you do this with creative tasks in life. You do creative things at home. Okay, you switch off the television because that's instant gratification. Okay, so whatever is instant gratification in life is something you turn off in your life. Whatever's delayed pleasure in your life, that's what you turn on in your life. So for example, some of the things that I've recently started doing myself is I've started to fast. I've started doing some fasting because that's delaying food and drink, okay? That's delaying food and drink so that I can become more successful, okay? So the thing is that fasting is delayed gratification. Eating food and drink is instant gratification, okay? So the more you fast in life, the better it is for you, okay? You have to practice fasting a lot in your life. Practice a lot of fasting in your life, okay? Do a lot of fasting, okay? Don't be the person who eats every day, okay? Be the person who fasts every single day and sometimes eats and drinks food, but as long as you're healthy and as long as you're getting to the better stage in your life. And I also want to say that those people who believe in themselves, those people who believe in who they are, they're going to delay gratification as much as possible. Yes, that means don't watch wrestling, because wrestling is instant gratification because that's on the TV, okay? So whatever's on TV is instant gratification. It's fantasy, okay? Fantasy is instant gratification, such as games, pornography, watching TV, watching imagery online, watching things that change imagery. That's instant gratification because that's strictly coming from the TV, okay? So what you're doing in life is making sure that you're delaying gratification as much as you can with whoever you are in life, okay? With whoever you are with in life, you're delaying gratification with this person. So let's say you meet a girl, okay? You do sex after marriage with her. Why? Because that's delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is something that helps you to sexually transmute energy, and basically it helps you to get better in communication, helps you to improve yourself, helps you become a better person in the process. So that's what you have to focus on. You have to focus on delayed gratification in your life. Doing things that is delayed gratification in your life is going to make you more successful throughout life. Okay? So you have to do that constantly, every single day of your life. You have to delay gratification as much as you can every single day, because that's what tests you. That's what basically is making you more successful, and that's what basically boosts your motivation and drive, and it makes you more testosterone, better estrogen, and all this kind of stuff in your life. Is going to make you healthier because you're delaying gratification in your life. And now this means when you delay gratification, you're going to have more drive, more joy, more happiness, more life in you, more zest for life, more, hey, I'm waking up earlier, I'm getting up earlier, I'm starting the day fresh, I'm doing things that is helping me move forward in my life. Okay? And you're doing this in your life every single day. And because you are delaying gratification in your life, you're actually helping yourself to become more successful in your life. So that's why you have to focus on helping yourself get to the next stage in your life, helping yourself become so disciplined. Okay, stay away from other people, because other people are all mostly instant gratification driven. Okay, especially smokers. Being around smokers is going to kill your life. Okay, you have to understand that. I grew up around a father and a mother who smoked around me most of my life. Okay, you have to understand. You have to understand something. People who smoke or do drugs or drink alcohol are bad influences, because they are going to try to peer pressure you into doing drugs with them. Okay, and you have to understand that you have to stay away from people as much as possible, and you have to also make sure that you're delaying gratification as much as possible with yourself, so that you can become more successful and drive your business forward and help yourself to get to the next stage in your life. So you have to believe in your business. You have to believe in your business every single day. You have to believe in yourself. Okay? You have to make sure that you're using solitude to your advantage. Use solitude to become more successful in your life. Now, do work online. Do work on social media. Post content online every single day, but make sure that you're not socially browsing social media. Don't browse social media at all. Okay? Do not browse social media. Turn off your phone screens. Okay? Do work regarding writing, filming your videos, for example, making music, DJing in your room, for example. Do your passions, guys. Make sure that you're doing something like photography in your life, or whatever it is that helps you to motivate your passions and to get you to drive your business forward. Okay, so I make life coaching programs. I make a YouTube channel. For example, I'm posting information products. I'm doing a lot of writing in my daily life. I'm basically not watching TV at all in my daily life. And also, I'm also off the phone screens as much as I can be. You understand? Because the thing is that I don't want to be searching up, for example, things on social media that has nothing to do with my business and has nothing to do with who I am as a person. Okay, so watching social media feed in terms of Instagram feed is going to make you less successful, because that's what drives instant gratification. You have to understand that. Social media, browsing social media is instant gratification things. So what you do is you switch off phone time, okay, for more productive time, such as writing, making films, making things that are productive in terms of life coaching things, in terms of information driven products that you can sell online and that you can start your business forward and basically helping yourself to move forward. Okay, many people who do instant gratification in life are not going to believe in your business. They're not going to believe in who you are unless they see real results. Okay, you have to do real results in your life. Do you understand? So make sure you get the real results in your life. Make sure that you're really calm, you're really successful in who you are, you're really helping yourself to move forward, and you have to delay gratification. Okay, that's why, for example, with my dad, I don't go sit with him. For example, I don't sit with my dad. You understand? Because why? Because he smokes in front of me, and because he watches a lot of TV. You understand? He watches a lot of TV, and for example, and he's very negative in his persona. Okay, because he does a lot of instant gratification stuff. You understand? And people who do a lot of instant gratification in life have negative attitudes. You understand me? So what I do is I go be more alone with myself and more being around myself, okay? And I'm delaying gratification as much as possible. This is where I have total freedom. This is where I have total control about who I am and where I'm going in my life. Because other people don't care about my business, okay? They're going to die. They're not going to be in my life very soon. You understand? And guess what? I'm going to be all alone doing my business on my own. Okay? So that's why I have to every single day do a video here and there. I have to make sure doing videos, posting more on social media, making sure that I'm making really driven content that's going to help me to move forward in my life. You understand? Making myself appear more successful, but also becoming more successful in the process of looking it. Okay? I have to make sure that in my life that I'm just doing things that's making me feel good as a person. Okay, practicing solitude, for example, being more at home, but making sure that I'm delaying pleasure and activities that is helping me do delayed gratification. Okay, I have to do delayed gratification in life as much as possible so that I can become successful in my life, so I can boost my motivation, so I can boost the person I am. Because the people around me, such as my mum, my dad, my grandparents, my grandmothers, for example, my family, people around me, my friends, everything, they did not teach me delayed gratification. They didn't teach me ways that I can delay gratification for myself. Okay, they don't care about my business. They don't care about my success. Okay, you have to realize that, because they themselves don't do it. They themselves don't delay gratification in their life. Okay, they don't teach me things like that. Okay, so I teach myself to delay gratification because that's what helps me move forward in my life. Okay, so what I do is I focus on my business. I focus on where I'm going in my life. I focus on every single day just delaying gratification in my world so that I can help myself to do better in my life. That's what I focus on. I focus on my life so I can focus on a better life for myself. So I can focus on helping myself to get to the next stage in my life. So you have to understand that's why I'm moving forward in my life. I'm moving forward as a man. I'm sexually transmuting my energy. You know, by doing self-talk, by writing, by creating music, by doing things, basically talking to myself all day long. And overcoming temptation with communication. You know what I'm saying? Basically hanging out with myself more. For example, that's what I'm doing today. You know what I'm saying? Posting on social media here and there. Things about my life, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm off the phone screens. I'm not doing anything on the phone that is not productive. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure I'm not browsing social media. I'm not browsing the television. I'm not watching TV all day. Okay? For example, I'm really switching off the television at the gym while I'm on the treadmill. I don't watch the treadmill TV. I don't watch, for example, TV at home. I don't watch TV with my parents. I don't watch TV with my family. You know, so I just go do something that helps me to delay gratification with myself, that helps me to become more successful in who I am as a person. I do a lot of writing in my daily life. I do a lot of things in life that is solitude, being in my feelings, going for a drive, for example, listen to music, you know what I'm saying? And basically shaping myself up in the gym at the moment as well, losing weight and becoming a better person for myself, getting results, all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And becoming more financially successful too. So working a 9-to-5 job, all that kind of stuff, okay? So that's why I'm understanding that this is why a person must be successful, because when you delay gratification, you're going to become more successful. It's bound to happen. So you have to understand, that's why push yourself forward, push yourself to communicate, push yourself to be away from other people, because other people are slowing you down. You have to understand that. Other people will slow your progress down. You understand? Because being alone, when you're alone with yourself, you're actually progressing in your life. You do things in silence. You don't do things by telling others what you're going to do. And saying you don't tell other people what you're going to do in life. Okay? You do things in silence. Okay? Because other people don't really care about what you're going to do, because they only see you when you're doing it. Okay? For example, you have to realize other people don't care when you're going to do it. They don't care about what you're going to do in life. As soon as you tell them what you're going to do in life, guess what happens? They don't care. They don't care about you. 90% of the people, 80% of people don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? The 20% don't care about your problems at all. You know what I'm saying? So you have to realize most of the people in the world don't care about you. They don't care about your business. They don't care about your life. They don't care about anything about you. Okay? They only care for you to give them skills that they can improve their life. They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about you. Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? So you have to realize there are women out there that don't care about you at all. They care about another man. There are women having sex with other men other than you, okay, in life. There are women out there in life, or men out there in life, who are doing other things in life, like such as pleasure, and they're not inviting you to the party. Okay, they're having sex with each other, all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what you can do for yourself is make sure you go inside yourself, make sure you go internally inside yourself, make sure you're looking at yourself in the mirror every single day, and make sure you're not masturbating, you're not watching porn, you're not also drinking soft drinks, you're not drinking white sugar, you're not eating white sugar. Okay, stay away from other people as much as possible. Make sure you're focusing on your passions, focusing on a lot of solitude in your life, making sure that you're not gambling, not playing poker cards, for example, not playing cards at all. Okay, not playing pokies machines, not gambling at all, not gambling on any kind of level. Okay, getting more successful, delaying pleasure as much as possible, and making sure that you're becoming more successful as a person. Okay, because when you do some writing, when you do some passions of your life, like such as DJing, music production, for example, filming, photography, whatever you're passionate about, okay, doing a lot of writing, doing a lot of speaking, doing busking performances, for example, or whatever it is, and you're in front of people, you're speaking, you're talking, you're getting better and better and better in your life, and you're improving yourself in your life every single day, because you have to realize other people are not going to take you seriously. Your family is not going to take you seriously. You know what I'm saying? Your family is not going to take you seriously. People such as your friends are not going to take you seriously. You know what I'm saying? Other people in life are not going to take you seriously. Okay? You have to realize the people who are going to take you seriously are the ones that you help. Okay? They're the ones that are asking you for help. They're asking you for help, okay? Because you're successful, because they see something that you have in life, that you are in a better position than them, and they're going to ask you now, how did you get to that level? You know what I'm saying? So you have to realize, that's why you have to understand something. You have to start charging people for your information. You have to start charging people for your information. Don't give other people free information about anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them free information, because if you give them free information, they won't pay you for it. They won't pay you for it, they won't feed your family for it, because it's for free. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you withhold information from other people, you don't give them information, you just go in your life, you improve yourself, you do everything you need to do to succeed in your own life, and you be successful in your own life. Okay, as soon as they start asking you for help, you know what I'm saying? Your time is valuable, your time is money. So you have to understand, you have to start charging people around you for your time and for everything you are in life. Okay, because you are someone that wants to be fed by other people. Okay, and you have to understand, they have to feed your family in order to get good information from you. You know what I'm saying? Because most people in life want free information, so they don't have to pay you anything for your time and money. Okay, you have to understand something. Most people want free information, so they don't have to pay you anything. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. Okay, I gave a lot of free information in my daily life. I gave a lot of free information about everything that I've been doing in my life. Other people have not reciprocated in my life. They've not told me, hey, congratulations for doing all this information. They've not said, oh, bro, Danny, you're the best motivational speaker or content-driven person I've ever met in my life. Nothing like that. No one's thanking me for anything I've given them online. No one even knows. They don't even know that I've given this content to them. You know what I'm saying? Some people know, and they don't want to be my referee. They don't want to be my referee for my job applications. And they see how much content I've given them, and they don't want to be my referee to say, oh, this is the character of Danny Milivojevic. Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to realize that these people are all fake. You know what I'm saying? I basically don't want to talk to anyone online anymore, because guess what? They're wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? They're wasting my time, and they're all looking for free information. They're all looking for free information from me. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay me anything. Social media will not pay you anything. For all your content that you give on social media, they will not pay you a dime for your work. I understand, unless you're doing paid ads with ClickFunnels. And now, paid ads with ClickFunnels can get expensive. Okay, it can get expensive for a lot of people. Okay, so you have to really work on it every single day, and try to improve your life in outstanding ways that's going to help you to move forward in your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you do in your life. You become successful about who you are as a person. Okay? You remove certain areas from your life. You don't hang out with certain communities anymore. You don't hang out with certain people anymore. You don't go certain places anymore. Okay? You don't eat certain foods anymore. You don't drink certain foods anymore. Okay? For example, you don't do past behaviors that have been interrupting your progress in life. You make sure you improve your daily life. You improve your success. Okay? You push yourself to delay gratification. You push yourself to do things that you've never done before, and stop doing the things that is hindering your progress in your life. Okay? You remove foods from your life. You remove drinks from your life. Okay? You remove certain people from your life. You remove certain things that you've been doing in your life, and you don't do it anymore. Okay? So that's how you progress in life. You move forward like this. Okay? So for example, when you work a 9-to-5 job, you work a job, for example, community services, but you do community services for the next 40 years. You don't change jobs. You don't try to do something different. You understand? You stick to one thing. Okay? You stick to one thing. And now you have to realize something. That's what success is. Success is sticking to one thing. Okay? So delayed gratification is the best way to have success in your life. It's the best way that you can count on yourself, and to have also less validation from external influences in life. You understand? You have to realize the best way to validate yourself is through delayed pleasure. The best way to delay pleasure is to make sure that you are disciplined, and making sure that you're motivated enough to remove certain things from your life that is no longer serving you or growing you. Okay? So you have to understand. Make sure you understand something. You have to go ahead and be someone who is doing delayed gratification, moving forward in your life, making sure that you're helping yourself to move forward in your life. You understand? That's how you move forward in your life. That's what you do in your life every single day. You push forward. You push forward as a person. Okay? That's why I'm understanding those people around you, they don't care about you. They don't care. If they're not giving you money, they don't care about you. Let's just put it that way. If they're not giving you money, they don't care about you. You have to understand that. You understand? They have to be giving you money in order to care about you. You understand? You have to think of it like that. You understand? So don't go giving people free information online. Don't give them free information online. Okay? On your channel online, that's where you give them free information. You understand? That's where you give them free information. But in daily life, do not give people free information about anything. Do not give them free information. You understand? Because when you start giving them free information about your skills, how you got successful, all this kind of stuff, they're not going to pay you. You understand? You have to eventually ask them, hey, let me coach you. Let me help you in some kind of way. You have to start approaching people in daily life, helping them to get to the next stage in life. You understand? And all that. You have to approach people to give them your skills, but making sure that you're not doing it for free. Okay? You understand? So you have to approach other people with your business, because other people are not going to approach you. You understand? They're not going to approach you for your success. You understand? They're not going to approach you for your success, but you have to approach them for your success. You understand? You have to approach them to help them. And now, when you approach them, many people are going to reject you. You understand? Because they don't have the money. You understand? So when they have no money to help you, when they don't want to give you money, don't help them. Don't help them at all. You understand? That's the way it is. Don't help people for free. You understand? Don't help people for free. Make sure you understand that. Also, when someone's sending you, oh, go get my pizza, or go shop for me, or whatever it is, you have to realize you only do this for close people. You don't do this for everyone. You understand? You do this for close people in your life. Okay? And stuff like that. You understand? So make sure you understand something. Have zero time for other people. Have zero time for other people. You understand? Have zero time for other people. Do you understand me now? The more you have less time for other people, okay, the more you're going to move forward in your own business. The more you're going to progress in your life. And the less time you have for other people, the more solitude you have, the more time, freedom you have for yourself and your business and what you're doing in life and your passions. You understand? So you have to understand other people are a waste of time. Other people are such a waste of time. Okay, they're such a waste of time, and they're all based on instant gratification people. They're all instant gratification, okay? They do a lot of instant gratification, and they'll derail you in life. You have to understand that. Those people will derail you in life. Okay? So you have to understand, be more alone, be with yourself more, be with you in solitude much more. Go in silence, do things in silence in your life. Don't tell other people what you're doing. Do things in silence. Okay? Do everything in silence. Okay? Do everything you do in life in silence. You understand? And stuff like that. That's what you do. Do not tell other people your plans. Do not tell them where you're going next year. Don't tell them where you're going in 2 months. Don't tell them what you've been doing in your life, whatever. Do everything in silence. Okay? Make sure you understand something. Other people don't have to know about your business. Many people want to know about your business without you knowing that they know about your business. Okay? They don't want you to know that they know about your business. Okay? You have to realize your business is always evolving. Your business is always doing much better. Okay? Some people are so ugly, they don't want you to know that they know about you. Okay? You have to realize they don't want to be in the spotlight. Okay? And they don't want to say anything that they've harmed you. They don't want to say that they've harmed you in life, that they've brought you down in life. They don't want to say anything about that. You understand? You understand? So some people are brick walls, and some people cannot be coached. Some people are not able to be coached. You understand? And stuff like that. And some people don't have money to coach you. You understand? No, some people don't have money. Some people don't have money to give you for your coaching. You understand? And you have to realize you can't help everyone. Okay, you can't help everyone. Okay, you can only help the people that are devoting money toward your life. You can only help those people. You understand? So don't go person to person giving them all this information for free. Don't give them information for free for anything you've worked so hard for. Okay? Make sure you understand. When you approach people, you approach them, you say, hey, oh, I'm a life coach. Do you need help with this? Do you need help with that? Do you need some help here? You understand? Do you need help with life? I can help you. And if they say yes, you say, yes, I can. I charge 40 bucks an hour. You understand? 40 bucks an hour, $50 an hour, whatever. You understand? And if they say I've got no money, say no worries, thank you very much, and see you next time, mate. That's it. That's what you do. You understand? You approach people. You try to help them, and if they don't want to pay you, that's it, man. Don't help them, man. Don't help other people at all if they don't want to pay you. You understand? I promise you, don't help them if they don't want to pay you. You understand? A lot of people are gonna think of you negatively, that you're a negative person because of this, but you're not negative because of this, because you're actually positive because you want to be fed by other people. Okay? You want other people to feed your family. You understand me? So you have to realize something. 9 to 5 work is only getting you 9 to 5 work is only getting. I promise you, 9 to 5 work is only gonna. Sorry, man. I want to say sorry. So 9 to 5 work will only get you to a certain point in your life. The next step forward is building a business and coaching people in life, in real life, coaching people. Okay, doing events around people. Okay, building business around people and making a profit around people. Now, say about who you are as a person. So first you have to delay a lot of pleasure in life. You delay a lot of gratification for this to be able to make money, because you have to get yourself to a position where you can coach people, where you can talk in front of people, but also be able to pitch them, tell them your story, whatever it is, and then help them after the event about whatever you got going on in your life. You understand? And that's the business module, and getting people to your event. You understand? That's all you have to be doing, okay, in your life. And you have to understand that the more pleasure you deny in your life, self-denial things, okay, self-denial of pleasure, okay, that is going to make you successful. That will drive you, that will build you, that will create a Jesus-like thing in your life. This will improve your life immensely, okay, denying gratification as much as possible, okay, you understand? Denying gratification, delaying gratification. This is what makes you successful. This is what makes you a better person. This is what makes you get much better in your life. You understand? So do this from now on. Stay away from other people. More solitude, more writing, more passions in your life. Okay? Have zero time for other people. Don't hang out with other people, okay? Make sure you're in solitude. Make sure you're focusing on your life, your business, and you're growing inside out. Inside out, you're growing every single day. Focusing on your passion, focusing on yourself, focusing on your business and life. You know what I'm saying? Delaying a lot of pleasure in your life. Focus on yourself that way, okay? And that's going to lead you into a better path. Do your passions every single day. And then build your business. Build your business, build your business, build your business. Build the person you are. That's what you do every single day. That's what you focus on. And once you do this, you'll get much better. You'll get to a better point in your life and you'll start being more successful. How do you have a kid in life? You delay pleasure as much as possible. You understand? Sexual transmutation. Making sure you're transmuting temptation into communication as much as possible. You understand? This is what you do. Use men's line. Use people like counselors in your local area, for example, that you can talk to about whatever it is that's on your mind. Use ChatGPT in your life. Start asking it questions about whatever it is that's on your mind. Start getting coached by ChatGPT in your life. And this way you're going to get much better in your life. You're going to be much more exercising in life. You're going to be doing things in life that's going to be vegan, that's going to be helping you to help yourself to grow, okay? So that's what you focus on. Be more your person by being more with you. Okay, be more with you, delay gratification, and start really helping yourself to grow as an individual. That's what you focus on.